Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team who is rested and ready coming off a bye, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Vanderbilt Commodores will have some work to do after that short return. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for space. It's Alexander. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Pavia. Fires left. It's caught downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they try to go with draw. They didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless. And that back, David, had nowhere to go.
He had nowhere to go, but those offensive linemen, you got to set and you got to invite those defensive linemen up the field and kind of push them by. And you could tell they didn't do that. They didn't create any holes. There was really nowhere for him to go. You got to give him that first little hole, and then maybe he can make a move. So the offensive line needs to do a great job.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
They'll throw it on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop after. Still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Got his man quickly. At the 40, there he goes. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
This time he's got it. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on third down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Young. At the 35, he's loose. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's Milroe. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early. They'll
try to slam it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback keeps it. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They weren't able to move them an inch on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! You have to imagine we're going to see a bit more of these designed runs as this game goes on.
No doubt. This is a guy that can run it. He can throw it. So what do I do? How do I stop it? Do I play pass? Do I play run? I mean, it's very frustrating to try to stop this kind of guy. And you see the explosive capabilities and making it happen on his own.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this guy just stays on a roll. He's been getting to quarterbacks and making life really, really hard. He had 3 sacks a week ago, 1 already in this ball game. You better know where he is at on every single snap.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Get it out on the screen. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. The Commodores will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be knocked down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier.
He uncorks 1 deep. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown Tide.
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Florida managed to avoid being gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Gives them a little more breathing room, a 3-yard gain out to the 7.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got it set up on the outside. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive really productive, David. Wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. That's caught. It's Miller. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse.
Just steamrolling the defense. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback going straight.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Pulls it and fires to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Dropping back, it's Pavia. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Shakes off the tackle. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Running back searching for a hole. And the Commodores get him past the sticks.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Got it in the middle. It's Alexander. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
Yeah, and you got to love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. Offense getting set for 1st down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. They'll leave it with him. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Doors!
And this is why you consistently run the football. Steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, and getting in for the long touchdown.
So they chose to just go ahead and kick it, so they're still down by 1. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now, and they just got to make more plays.
You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Ran the ball on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Going for it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his man. It's Williams. At the 35, he's got room. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. They're going to throw it again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
When you get interceptions as a safety, it's anticipation. You can see it. They see the route, they break on it, they go make big hits and big plays. This time, he gets the big INT.
Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes a connection. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
A strike downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. To the air. It's Pavia. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Well, that kid... Hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And the returner will be brought down. And the Commodores will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
And those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Put you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, we got to stop the run.
Quarterback checking off. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down. Still running at the 40. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Dropping back, it's Milrow. He's got his man. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give to the back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
He's looking to throw it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Firing to the right, complete. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's Pavia. And they got him for the sack.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Give to the running back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bernard. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Just going to keep it after the snap.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. He looks that one in nicely. Touchdown, Alabama! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
The quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw in this drive.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. You got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
They're going to ride this running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got an open man. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Commodores want to move quickly.
First down, Commodores.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Now, a 4th down.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Stop short of the marker, and they stop for this defense, and they get the ball back. Here comes that Alabama offense. Line gets set, first down. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
The Tide will get the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He'll take it himself. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They move the tight end all over. The give. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Shows him the stiff arm. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
From the gun, give on the inside. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. How about this methodical, soul-crushing drive? They've already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock as they snap it on 2nd down. The give is to Miller. Able to get one down to the 15. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. They'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
Using his feet. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting?
Man, listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7th.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Skinner. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the 1st.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Pavia. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends. Go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. The defense will try to hold up one more time, under 2 minutes to go. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Movement here from the tight end. They want that clock to run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Delivers the contact. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Third down.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up third and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage, great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.